Well, bit of a shocking twist here for the Bitcoin markets. ETF buyers stepping up big time. We're going to break that down for you. But lots going on today, lots to talk about. We got altcoin news, we got meme coin news, we got Bitcoin news, we got all the goods. It's going to be a fun time. Make sure to stick around, of course, answering your questions second half of the stream. So make sure to stick around for that part of the program too. Always my favorite part of our streams. And I hope that you enjoy them too. I should have bought more Tesla. I know we all feel that way. Should have bought more stocks, man. Stocks doing so good. Crypto. We'll have our time. We'll have our moment in the sun. I'm sure of that. It's coming. Okay, let's get into it. So, Germany still doing stuff, man. Still dumping their Bitcoin. They're down to 23,000. Let's call it 24,000 coins now. So over 50% of their coins have now been moved off to exchanges. But the market doesn't really care anymore, and that's a positive thing. People were freaking out, man, and now it's actually kind of okay. I mean, look, Silk Road Bitcoin in America, yeah, that's going to be an ongoing story for a while. They have a lot of Bitcoin, but the U.S. has done pretty well, I think, selling their Bitcoin, and now they've partnered up with Coinbase. The U.S. Marshals have partnered with Coinbase to help manage the selling of that Bitcoin, so nothing burger, in my opinion. Mt. Gox, yeah, it's coming, but way overhyped, way over dramatized, not a big deal. Germany, a bit of an agent of chaos here, but you know what? They only have so much Bitcoin and they're already halfway done. Good. The sooner the better, Germany. Okay. Give us that Bitcoin. You don't deserve it. Anyway, the shocking twist here of the title of the video. BlackRock's buying, Fidelity's buying Bitcoin. ETFs, of course, the people who are buying those ETFs they're piling in right now. We've actually had some great inflows. $300 million for the start of the week. So fantastic. Really good. Really good. It's a nice thing to see. I mean, that negates a lot of the sell pressure. Again, there's always a lot of buyers out there. You have to understand there's always buyers out there. Just the questions of what price, but apparently the current price is encouraging buying behavior from retail investors, from funds. And the twist here is that previously we have seen big sell-offs from these Bitcoin ETFs when the prices go down. Remember, we had $1 billion inflow at the top. And then when we dropped down to, what did we get to? $58,000 or something on, was that April, May, somewhere, late April, I think, whatever. Whenever that last sell-off was, we had like $500 million of outflows on that day. That being said, buyers are showing back up. Probably a lot of retail, a lot of funds and stuff too. They've been looking at the current situation and going, yeah, markets are a bit oversold. We're going to accumulate. Chainlink, what up? Shout out to Chainlink bags. $140, man. I still believe, okay? So far today, we are seeing BlackRock, $121 million of inflows, Fidelity having positive inflows as well. So Bitcoin ETF buyers, again, stepping in. Germany dumping their coins. Good riddance. See you later. Give it to us. We'll handle it for you. Don't worry. And the Bitcoin ETF buyers are indeed stepping up. Australia's largest stock exchange has approved its second Bitcoin ETF. Nice one, mate. Nice. Great stuff. Now, look, the first Bitcoin ETF in Australia has been a bit lackluster. Now, they've been buying Bitcoin. Okay? That being said, they're not buying like thousands of Bitcoin, but it's Australia. It's not the world's biggest economy, is it? Nice country, though. Big kangaroo fan. Eric Balkunis, ETF analyst here, sharing Bitcoin had a 20% drawdown in a month flat. Pretty nasty. I would have been impressed if 90% of the asset under management hung in there, but it was over 100% as they saw inflows. Again, we just had this big drawdown in the price of Bitcoin. There was not a rush for the exits from the ETF holders. There was previously, maybe that was a lot of the retail getting shaken out, but now we're talking about funds. Now we're talking about big players. These guys are holding their Bitcoin. They know what's coming next. They understand the big picture. They understand crypto's lagging behind. These guys are looking at, okay, well, S&P 500, NASDAQ, everything, all-time highs. Where's Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin's on sale right now. Buying. That's what they're doing. The funds are buying. The Bitcoin ETF inflows are strong, as Eric points out. The boomers hung tough, even tougher than I predicted, and they kept all the year-to-date net numbers at 15 plus billion of total inflows. Hanging tough during drawdowns is as or more important than inflows during rallies for long-term net assets. Fantastic. Great. Good job, Bitcoin ETF holders. You made it. You made it. And they're buying now, which is fantastic. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you holding any Bitcoin ETFs? Are you a Bitcoin ETF holder? Curious to know if you guys are holding the ETFs or holding just the real deal Bitcoin. Apparently on, what is this? CNBC, some dude on here saying people should consider a 2 to 5% allocation to Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if a lot of people are going to follow that. You know, the 60-40 portfolio should really be, I mean, bonds have massively underperformed for like 2 decades now. The 60-40 portfolio should be more like 60% stocks, 5% bonds, and 35% Bitcoin. But even if we did 60 stocks, 35 bonds, and 5% Bitcoin, massive outperformance over the next decade of the 60-40 guys, okay? Real Clever Fox says, I'm holding both. That's real Bitcoin and Bitcoin ETFs. Theta Investor says, holding IBIT, so BlackRock, Bitcoin, as well as MicroStrategy, good proxy play. J-Man saying only the real deal. Lou, not your keys, not your coins, as they say. Yeah, fair enough. I can definitely understand why you'd want to hold a Bitcoin ETF with BlackRock. It's got its advantages, right? But yeah, real deal stuff, man. I'm all about the real deal coins. Okay, let's take a look at the chart. So, you know, it's quite funny looking at this chart. We are just grinding right below this resistance. Man, what a sticky line of price resistance that 200-day exponential moving averages have become. Very, very, very key line. Of course, the regular moving average approximately there as well, but the EMA showing a lot more importance here currently. Look at that. Basically a week straight of just grinding right at the 200-day EMA. Awesome. When we take that back, that could be some firework action there. Of course, we want to see good confirmation, some strength behind that move, not just fake out, obviously. But hey, I'm very, very keenly watching this here. Okay, very keenly watching this. Let's see a break here, hopefully in the near future. But until we break over this line, I know everybody wants to just, you know, bottoms in, let's make the call. Last chance to buy Bitcoin under $60,000. Look, guys, you have to keep it real, okay? Until we successfully reclaim the 200-day EMA, let's just keep watching, okay? We can still have move back down to 52K. We can still have rejection. We still have some kind of, the markets are very fragile right now. People are very afraid still. I know the last few days, people are like, oh my gosh, whoo, the worst is over. Well, honey, the markets have a way of surprising you. I'm not saying that that's definitely what's going to happen. I'm just saying that until we actually see some real strength in the market, we have not seen strength in the market yet. Okay, this is not strength. I'm not looking at this chart. This is not like, yeah, Bitcoin power, man. No, this is Bitcoin struggling right now to retake the 200-day EMA. When we do that, then we can talk. Until then, we're grinding, okay? Watching. Let's see what happens. We're very close, but I want to see a good, strong green daily candle closed over that blue line. That's what I'm looking for right now. And of course, we have the 50 and 100-day EMAs up here about to put in their bear cross. That's happening. Okay, I want to share these charts real quick from Kevin. Actually, let's just give a shout out before we do that to today's sponsor, which is iTrust. Then we're going to get into a few of those charts. Look, I know crypto markets have been pretty rough recently. You know what's even rougher? Getting screwed by taxes, man. Screw the tax, man. Okay, there are ways to optimize your taxes. Obviously, you should pay all your taxes. But if there are legal ways to reduce your obligation, then why not look into them? Well, that's exactly what iTrust Capital does. They allow you to bring over your existing retirement plans, whether your IRA, 401k, 3-number retirement plan that you got there. you can have huge tax advantages with iTrust, because if you've been trading crypto, you know how grindingly painful those big tax hits can be whenever you switch between assets or take profits. Here, if you wrap it inside of this retirement account, you can do 1,000 trades, not one taxable event. Interesting, right? You can buy and sell crypto 365, 24/7. Plus, they even have gold and silver, real deal stuff via the partnership with Kitco. You can even do in-kind withdrawals with iTrust. So if you want to learn more about them, learn what they're doing, they are, by the way, the biggest IRA provider in crypto. Link down below, and you even get a $100 funding bonus. So go check that out. Thanks again to iTrust for sponsoring today's stream. So, charts. Kevin here pointing out daily RSI oversold. Now, previously, why I wanted to bring this chart up, previously, when we see the daily RSI being oversold like this, so you can see it just happened here, of course, on the sell-off, just here again on the most recent sell-off. When we've had that, it tends to be followed by big moves in the market, especially if you go back a bit farther and see those really strong oversold moments in the market. Now, nothing is a guarantee in the markets, but we could be gearing up for the next really big move in the market. We just have to watch for that 200-day EMA reclaim. A lot of things are lining up for us, from the macro down to the micro here on the charts, okay? Now, I want to share this chart with you as well, because this is very interesting. I was reading this from CryptoCon earlier, and it's this idea I keep hearing about, and I keep thinking about it, and that is that the top's not going to come in late 2025. The top's going to come in early 2025. And I've seen a lot of people talk about this, whether it's going to be the fifth Elliott wave or a whole variety of other ways of looking at it. But I keep hearing that come up. Obviously, when it happens, regardless of when the top comes in, no one's going to want to believe the top's in. This is always a thing. I'm already thinking, though, next time we get a decent market rally, I think take some money off the table. Not everything, but some money. Anyway, I'll let you know when that happens. Let me share this with you. It's very interesting. Have a look at it while I talk about it. So CryptoCon says for 14 years, the Bitcoin 4-year pattern has remained unchanged until March 2024 came around. This is the first time that Bitcoin has proven with price that the pattern may be changing. Now, of course, Bitcoin ETFs, unique catalyst event, but has that fundamentally changed the markets? It's an interesting question. He says the alternate theory has been leaving clues. The April technical top in 2021, the June technical bottom in 22, the April technical first early top in 23, this second early top should have taken place around July 9th of this year, but instead the price came in March, making the first alternate theory confirmation. Why does it matter? Well, in this case, a top in April 25 suddenly becomes on track. Now that is very, very interesting, because normally we would be looking for November 28th next year. So there's this theory that a month early or a month after November 28th, Bitcoin 4-year theory, that's when the top's going to be. And that still remains to be disproven. Okay. But you'll only know for certain in hindsight if we get the top in April 25. Okay. If we get the top in April 25, then it's going to catch a lot of people off guard, won't it? Lark, you can't drop a bomb like that and move on. When are you planning to sell? Look, I'll update you guys, of course, as I take any profits, but I have been thinking that when we get the next major run up, I'm going to take some money off the table. Probably not everything, but some money. And if I feel like too many top signals are coming in, if this theory is playing out, and look, guys, it's only July 2024. Okay, even if we get to April of next year, I mean, that's like almost a year away. Okay, but markets have been relatively bullish for a while right now. If it's an 18-month bull market, April next year is about 18 months from early. Really, markets started getting super bullish in what? November, December last year. So anyway, it's an interesting theory. I think we're gonna have to do a full video breaking down this theory here pretty soon, because I think it deserves a full video. These kind of topics we should keep talking about, because Look, no one's got a crystal ball, but I want you to have as much information as you possibly can. So as many theories that you can look at so you can make your own best decisions about when you think the markets are topping out. And we've got a lot of top signals. I've got a top signals video. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. But I certainly like this theory. It's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. Spiraling 69. What percentage of some? Haven't decided yet. Don't know. Maybe like half the altcoins or something. We'll see. We'll see. I will update you more. I've got a video coming on why I'm not really buying that much more. I've also going to be doing a video for you guys closer to that time when I do start wanting to look at taking profits. Obviously, we'll talk about it at length here on live streams, right? But I'll do a video as well at the time breaking it down in more detail. Okay, so this is just kind of like my initial feelings right now. I haven't worked out the exact details of that, but still, until proven wrong, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is in play. But these theories are interesting. I certainly do like talking about them. Okay. That lines up with this, by the way. This is from Blunt's Capital. He says, I've seen many is the cycle over questions starting to pop up lately. It's not over yet. It should last into early 2025, in my opinion. Interesting. See the Elliott waves here. They kind of line up with this as well. The fifth wave potentially forming up now. Now, obviously, everything's open to a bit of interpretation, right? But if this interpretation is correct, then, well, what are we going to see? He's got, what's he got marked on here about? Is that May? Maybe May, or maybe May is toward the end of it. But yeah, early 2025 sometime. Maybe it's February, March, April. No, there it is again. Maybe May. But again, I see more and more theories, and it will be contrarian because everyone's going to expect the 4-year cycle. Okay. It'll be contrarian if we get a top in early 25, but could be the fifth Elliott wave. You know, markets rally up. We start getting our rate cuts. Markets rally up, but then the U.S. hits a recession in Q1, Q2. I don't know. There's some big drama around U.S. elections, and who the heck knows, man? But knowledge is power, and you should be thinking about these things. Think about, when are you going to get out of the market? When are you going to take top? Evan says next bear trap's at $100,000. Amen to that. We have a little hit of coffee here. It's mostly coffee grounds. Amazing. Next bear trap, 1.618, $100,000. Yep, that $100,000 is the next major target, I think. And a lot of the charts and stuff we're looking at indicate that sort of $90,000 to $100,000 range is going to be the next major stopping point for the market. Of course, things can always go a different way, but that seems like a major area of interest for the market right up there. So do we get that one? Another 30-40% pullback, a few months of sideways action, and then just one final mega rally into like April of 2024. And that gets us up to whatever the crazy top is going to be. Is it going to be, 160, 170, whatever the 2.618 is? Or do we get up to the 3.618 fib line? And that brings us up to $215,000. A lot of theories out there, a lot of ideas, but I want you guys to be thinking about this stuff. I don't have the answers. I have theories, but I don't have the answers. Okay. Bitcoin fear levels, by the way, reaching the levels of the bear market lows. Pretty intense, huh? Pretty intense. People are reacting right now with Bitcoin almost at $60,000, thinking that you have, it's the FTX bottom, man, and Bitcoin's at 15K. No, I do not hold can do. Would you guys stop it? Okay. Can do people is not appreciated. Don't spread bullshit. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on. Keep it sane in there. Keep it sane, guys. Hasib saying sentiment has cratered is in response to this chart right here, showing sentiment, which is pretty crazy. Look how much the sentiment's cratered. Absolutely nuts. Sentiment has cratered way lower than market cap has. Sentiment is down to July 2023 levels. If you were here in July 2023, sentiment was pretty damn bad. Okay. Well, the market cap has only fallen to February 2024 levels. Perspective, right? The market has panicked way more than the facts should dictate it has panicked, which is crazy. Very interesting. Jeff Dorman saying, equity investors, this is what they think. Crypto's getting killed, but stocks are at all-time highs. Rates are going lower. Republicans are going to take over. I'm going to buy Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin miners, et cetera, all outperforming. Crypto investors, I saw a wallet move and people are mad on crypto Twitter. Sell everything. Sometimes, guys, I'm going to tell you, too much social media is bad for your brain, okay? In fact, it generally is bad for your brain. It's quite funny. If I didn't work in social media, I would spend a lot less time on social media, man. I'm going to tell you. Travis got some great points here as well. He says, I'm wrong often, which is good. Keep that in mind. I'm also wrong often, not financial advice. Guys, if you ever want to see my portfolio holdings, all the coins that I own, all my conflicts of interest, my private sale investments, all that kind of stuff, you can see that in the link in the description, pinned comment on X. You're also going to find a risk statement there because, surprise, surprise, investing in crypto is risky. You could lose all your money in a very short amount of time. Okay? Never forget that. Go read it. Take it seriously. Okay, so Travis says, the current bearish backdrop seems easier to look through and buy than most of the boogeymen we've had in the markets over the last 6 years. True. Again, if you've been around here for years, like this is like, who cares? Germany's selling their Bitcoin. Great. Paper hand it, bitches. Let's go. We'll buy it up. And apparently the ETFs are buying it up. He said Germany's speed running their Bitcoin dump. By the time they get down to 5K, the market will look through it. Yeah, and we're getting there very soon. Mt. Gox seems more FUD than actual mass selling. The claims buyers are sophisticated and patient. They are going to want to have a time-weighted exit. They're not going to want to market dump, obviously. They want to get the best price out of it at the highest price possible to maximize the returns. Small creditors, they've hung on for decades when they could have sold ages ago to the people buying claims. You have boomers slurping the dipperino on Bitcoin ETFs, trillions of dollars on the sidelines, potentially interested in buying Bitcoin. We're waiting for a pullback. Of course, once those interest rates start going lower, there's $7 trillion right now sitting in money market funds. Where's that money go when interest rates start falling? I'm not saying it's all going to come to crypto, but even if a few 100 billion do, a couple billion can make a big difference. 100 billion, watch the heck out, man. That's probably one of the biggest money floods that people are not even really thinking about. $7 trillion in money market accounts right now, that as soon as those interest rates start falling, people are going to look for better returns elsewhere. And even here's the truth. I know people want to take low risk stuff, right? That's why they're in the money market accounts. But had all those money market account people simply bought Bitcoin last year, they would be way farther ahead than their 5.5% that they're earning over there. Anyway, going on, the Fed's getting ready to cut. Market's currently pricing a 70% chance of a cut in September if inflation labor data is light this month. Powell will likely tell the market that September is a live meeting at the end of July Fed meeting. Nikki Leaks has already teased this. What else would you rather own than crypto going into a worldwide easing cycle? Good chance Trump is about to be president. What else would you rather own than crypto going into a Trump presidency? NASDAQ keeps making new highs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the tailwinds are there, guys. All the tailwinds are there to keep this thing pushing. And of course, one thing to keep in mind is this. I mean, these just blow my mind. I got to get myself off here so you can see the whole damn thing. Look at this. 100 million monthly active addresses. 100 million monthly active addresses. Now, I know that's not 100 million users. Like I've got, 10 addresses that I use. But that's a lot of active addresses. 100 million active addresses per month. And of course, that's not even accounting for all the people just are on Coinbase and they don't get off Coinbase and they don't have addresses because they don't make deposits or withdrawals. They just put cash in, buy Bitcoin, and it just sits there and does nothing on a Coinbase account. Chris here saying, regardless of the bickering that you see on social media, the growth goes on. If you keep your head up, you can see the sky. Total layer one daily active addresses, 7-day moving average, 9 million a day. 9 million addresses per day are doing something on crypto, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so just perspective here. Okay, guys, it's important to keep in mind all that stuff. Now, due to my ongoing dispute with Perrier and their refusal to send me free case of Perrier, today, in honor of Germany dumping all their Bitcoin, we're going to have some Gerolsteiner. Ah. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's chat crypto, man. Hi from Fairbanks. Fairbanks, Alaska, dude. You're like straight on the other side of the Pacific. That's intense. It's a long way away. I said, hobbits live here too. Let's talk Chainlink. Let's talk Chainlink. You know, Sultan, I see your chat there, buddy. Just want to say we saved the Q&A session to the second half of the stream. So second half of the stream. Okay, let's talk Chainlink. So Chainlink is an insanely bullish asset that needs to change the logo to a dog picture. Then people pay attention. Look, I've got a big Chainlink bag. Again, you see my portfolio disclosures in the link in the description, but I've got a big Chainlink bag. I'm very bullish on Chainlink. I'm very excited about Chainlink. The CCIP technology is massive. Their oracles, of course, are a standard across the industry. When you listen to Sergey speaking about some of the big things that are going on behind the scenes right now for Chainlink, I mean, like, look, it's a slow burner, okay? If you want Chainlink to go 1000x moon overnight, go buy a dog coin, gamble, okay? If you're looking for an asset that is an integral piece of software for the entire cryptocurrency industry and beyond, working with some of the biggest players in the world, then look into Chainlink. I'm still bullish on my Chainlink bags, okay? Still bullish on my Chainlink bags. Still holding. Okay. Will crypto AI coins make a comeback? Yes, they will. I've actually been surprised by how intensely bearish crypto AI coins have been. The whole altcoin market obviously has been drugged down, except for meme coins. Meme coins continue to make new all-time highs all the time. That being said, I still think AI coins have great potential to have good narrative and a good run. So, yeah. I've invested in quite a few AI coins. I think there's still a great momentum for those when the markets come back. I think there's great narrative potential for those. So, yeah, I think AI is going to have its time. That Telegram announcement for TAC to build Polygon and Ag layer. Yeah, so I didn't read the whole thing, but basically they're building a layer 2 for the Telegram open network using Polygon's chain development kit. So big win for Polygon. Is the price of Polygon going to move because of that? Probably not. Because Polygon has chosen the path of pain. It's crazy stuff, man. Anyway, great news for Telegram, of course. Polygon's a funny one, man. That you see so much so many bullish things happening, and yet the price just, not doing it, is it? Okay. Seeing report that billions are being sold. Billions of what? There's always crypto being bought and sold. The question is, are there enough buyers to absorb the sellers? What about Brett? I hold Brett, by the way. Brett's the number one meme on Base. It's got a huge amount of holders, right? A big amount of addresses, big amount of excitement building behind it. We've seen some pretty big people talking about Brett from outside the crypto world. They've got some big sponsorships and stuff like that. Number one meme on Base right now. I think the Base narrative, I know all altcoins are down right now, okay? But as soon as Bitcoin starts picking up, because Bitcoin's the tip of the spear, Bitcoin leads us up, Bitcoin leads us down. You have to get comfortable with that in this market. When Bitcoin starts moving again, when we retake that 200-day, when we retake 60K, get up to 72K, challenge that. When we finally beat 72K, altcoins are going to go crazy in that scenario. Maybe not immediately, but they'll go crazy. And I think Coinbase base coins have a great potential. Brett has a great potential. I've bought truckloads of bread. I've actually been thinking about buying some more recently. I've been having this conversation with myself. I want to buy more memes. You know, you can fight it if you want, but the market has been choosing memes because in a weird way, I know, despite all the scamming and bullshit going on, in a weird way, they're kind of like a more honest form of crypto. They don't need to do anything. They're just pictures, man, and they just run on pure speculation and bullshit. So I've thought about buying more Brett. Maybe entering a new meme coin. Maybe. Don't know. I'm writing about this in the newsletter this week, talking about which coins, which meme coins I'm looking at and which I may or may not buy. I haven't fully decided yet. So stay tuned. I want your opinion on the much speculated everything bubble crash and the potential to wipe out crypto. Well, I mean, you have to understand, nothing's going to wipe out crypto. Crypto's not going anywhere. If there is an everything bubble crash, 2025, 2026, it's not just a recession, it's the new Great Depression. The US dollar collapses. China's economy collapses. The global economy collapses. It's just tearing of hair and gnashing of teeth for 5 years straight. Well, even in that situation, crypto's not going to die. A lot of altcoins are going to zero in that situation, obviously, but the crypto market's not going anywhere. This is the financial layer of the internet. It's only going to get bigger over time, and it's got massive speculative bubbles up, and it's got massive disgusting crashes down, and that's going to continue for a while in this market. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Ethereum's not going anywhere. Solana's not going anywhere. These things are going to be around, okay? So even if there is a everything bubble crash and it's the new Great Depression, crypto is still going to be here. It's just the prices are not going to be very pretty, and most people aren't going to pay attention to it. No opinion on the original Pepe coin. Haven't looked into it. Have not looked at Alien Base recently. No current opinion on Render. I mean, overall, I think Render is a very cool cryptocurrency. I like what they do. I never ended up taking a position, but I like it. Render is definitely worth paying attention to, but I don't have a position. Brett will get you a 5x, maybe 10. That's about it. It depends on how crazy the markets go. If the markets go as crazy as I think they could, then Brett's probably going to do more than a 10x. Brett might still be doing like a 20x or something from here. Obviously, that depends on the broader markets. But yeah, I would say 5x, maybe too pessimistic. That's my opinion, though. I would like to sell 10 billion plus market cap. Thoughts on Harmony? No one talks about Harmony, man. I wish them the best, but holy cow. Just one of those coins that just not getting any love from the market. There's so many layer ones out there, new layer ones that are just, coming out and doing exciting things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No one's talking about Harmony. I'm not thinking about Harmony. I mean, there's probably some like niche circle of like Twitter or something or Reddit where everyone's like, Harmony is the best thing. And why is no one talking about this? Like, you got to look where the money's going. Look where strength is going in the market. You can deny it for as long as you want. Not financial advice, obviously, but look at strength in the market. Is there narrative behind it? Are people excited about it? Are people using it? What are the total value lock metrics? All this kind of stuff. Is there a reason to buy it? And are people going to be excited about what's being built there? And in a lot of cases, for most blockchains, it's no. You can see how Solana has catalyzed all that excitement behind it. You can see how Base is catalyzing excitement behind it, et cetera, et cetera. There's a few other examples, a few sort of second tier or third tier examples. Then there's just the trash tier where no one gives a crap anymore. And I worry that Harmony might be down on the lower tiers there. Will Rose have its moment later this year or next year? Fingers are crossed for my bags. Let's go. I hope so. It's got all the right stuff behind it, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to win. But I'm hoping for that. Still no thoughts on ICP. Sorry. If we get Trump, then I think the Tomp is going to be on November 25th. Interesting. Thoughts on Arrow seems to have a great foundation. the base ecosystem, the total value locked, the volume number every week. Yeah, I think it's one of the most bullish assets on the base chain. So if you are convinced by the theory that the base ecosystem is going to be one of the biggest bullish ecosystems of this market cycle, then Arrow is an asset worth looking at. I have some. It's been a rough ride so far, but that's because I bought at the wrong time. Market went against me, but I look at the big picture here. I think that it will have great results for that longer term haul throughout the cycle versus just a short term play. Lark, do you think the Ethereum ETF, when finally approved in full, will moon the price to an all-time high or just reclaim the position before the recent dip? I feel like it might get us to $4,800. I don't know. It depends on how much outflows we see from the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. That's the real wild card here. But I think that overall, the Ethereum ETF potentially a very, very bullish catalyst. I mean, we see them ETFs buying lots of Bitcoin right now. When Ethereum comes out, I mean, watch out. Watch out. We could see some real heavy inflows there. Jupe and Arrow should catch the wave in the next bull run. I agree. I think they're both great assets. I mean, these are the beta plays. Look, I know that on base, there's no alpha play because there's no base coin. And even if there was base coin, it'd probably be garbage governance token anyway, that you wouldn't even really want. Keep it real. Solana, the Sol token is valuable and there's a reason to own it. Okay. But Jupiter, which I have a bag of, is a great beta play, in my opinion, which is why I bought truckloads of it. Hey, by the way, loving those staking rewards. Reminder, I know we talked about this yesterday. Reminder, if you're not going to claim your staking rewards yet, if you were a Jupiter staker, go and claim your staking rewards, man. 20% return. Pretty good. Pretty good. Lark, are you staking your Ethereum? Technically, no. Is it safe to stake via Ledger Live? I mean, sure. I wouldn't see why not. I've not used Ledger Live to stake personally, but I wouldn't see the problem. I'm not staking my Ethereum. I'm using some of my Ethereum to take US dollar denominated loans to buy, to speculate with shit coins. And I am taking some of my Ethereum and I've got it in like liquid restaking coins like EtherFi, Claystack, Puffer Finance. There's another one. Can't remember it off the top of my head. But I'm doing stuff like that with it. But I have not staked my Ethereum. Just seems, for a variety of reasons, not worth chasing the 3%. Talked about this before. You know, if I stake directly, then I've got to deal with it's a 2-year exit queue right now. Did you know that? It's a 2-year exit queue to get out of ETH right now, ETH staking, because there's a daily limit to how much ETH can leave the staking contract for obvious reasons. They want to make sure network security stays high. So there's that problem. And then, okay, well, I can just use wrapped Ethereum, right? Okay, yeah, sure, I can just use wrapped Ethereum. The problem is that when the market high comes in, what's everyone going to think? Oh, it's time to sell my Ethereum. Oh, clever move. And so now what's everyone going to do who has their wrapped Ethereum tokens? What do they call it? Steth. That's it. Steth, not wrapped Ethereum. Steth. STETH. That's the Lido Finance staked Ethereum token, which is earning 3%. So what's everyone going to do? Well, they're going to sell it. But then as they sell it, Lido needs to redeem those. But Lido gets stuck in the same situation everyone else is stuck in, that they're stuck in the exit queue. So what happens? It depegs. And when that starts to depeg, it starts to create liquidations across DeFi, which causes further depegging. So you might see just as, and this is me maybe overthinking and mid-curving it, but maybe you see a 10% depeg, for example. So now I'm taking a 10% loss, but I got 3% staking rewards. So have I won? It doesn't feel like it. And again, maybe I'm mid-curving. Maybe I overthink the whole situation, but I have not staked my Ethereum for those reasons. Okay. Let's try and catch up here. Adam, what's up? Happy hump day. Yep. Cheers to that, man. Let's nail some Gerolsteiner here. Celebrate Wednesday. Come on. The Americans really aren't going to vote for Biden for a second term, are they? I mean, I understand partisan politics and a lot of people don't like Trump and all that stuff, but come on. Come on. Really? I don't even want to think. If he gets elected again, my goodness gracious, dude's been so anti-crypto. so anti-crypto. The Republican Party's like literally going hardcore into crypto. And I know partisan politics, both parties suck equally, guys. Come on, realistically. But at least one party is going pro-crypto, and the other party has literally run Operation Choke Point 2.0, trying to choke out crypto banks, choke out crypto fiat access. They've gone after the most legitimate crypto players from Kraken and Coinbase for dumb stuff. Oh, you're allowing people to stake their coins. You're a criminal. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So yeah, a Biden second term is not good for crypto. Okay. Keep 20 to 30% exposure for life. Yeah, that's it. Like the Bitcoin, man, I'm not going to sell the Bitcoin. I don't know. I've thought before, like maybe I'll I might sell a little bit of the Bitcoin with the intention of rebuying it later. Hopefully at lower prices, obviously. But I don't know. I might not even do that. Might, you just don't need to do it necessarily. But definitely the altcoins. Altcoins, see you later, man, when the time comes, and then can rebuy some different positions in the bear market when everything's off at a 90% discount again. You ICP guys, you guys are just like dedicated as heck. Like the amount of like ICP spam in here. And again, guys, no hate, right? I just don't have time to look at every coin. Okay, it's for me. You got the ICP guys coming in and be like, Lark, why could you not talk about ICP? Why am I not talking about Algorand? Why am I not talking about Hedera? Why am I not talking about the other 20 layer 1 blockchains that no one really cares about? Obviously, there's a community out there for it, and I salute you guys and hope that your bags do extremely well. Lark, have you still got your? Yeah, it's somewhere, man. It's not hanging up. I took it down quite a while ago. I got paranoid that the YouTube algorithm was like reading the Assange thing in the background. Just keep it just crypto in the background. But I'm very happy he's free. Obviously, it's fantastic. I haven't actually looked into that recently. I wonder if he's had any pictures or interviews or anything since he's been home. John says, I'm not an ICP fanboy, but ICP working on as a Bitcoin layer 2 is pretty interesting. There you go. Miria, man. Whenever gaming comes back, I feel like that can do something. That being said, I have unstaked. What unstaked? I've claimed my node rewards. I have 7 nodes or something like that running for Miria. Claim my node rewards, sent them to an exchange. Not sold them yet, but I've put in a sell order. Okay, I put in a sell order for those, like 3 or 4 times higher than the current price. Litecoin. Not much of a Litecoin fan personally. I've owned Litecoin a few times in my crypto career. We've made some money off of it. Okay, I bought a Litecoin miner back in 2017. Man, was that thing damn loud! What a mistake that was. I had a little apartment at the time. Didn't realize it was going to be like that loud. Anyway, I digress. Litecoin back in 2017 when I first bought Litecoin, very valid use case. Very low fees compared to Bitcoin. We didn't have much going on in crypto back then. We didn't have Solana. We didn't have all these layer 2s, all these new blockchains, stable coins you can send across Solana for a penny or sub penny. Back then, it was like, whoa, I can send a Litecoin transaction for like 10 cents. This is awesome. This is way better than using Bitcoin and spending $5 or $10 to send a transaction. I'm going to use Litecoin. The use case right now, in my opinion, much less than it used to be. No hate against Litecoin. It'll probably do okay this cycle if everything else pumps. I just don't have a lot of interest in it. I think there's many more interesting things out there. The one thing, though, that could really do prove me wrong, let's say, on Litecoin, is that Litecoin is pretty obviously a commodity coin. Could we get a Litecoin ETF? I don't know if there's much appetite for that in the market, but I could certainly see someone gunning for one, because why not? Litecoin ETF, Bitcoin Cash ETF, Dogecoin ETF. These things are all obviously commodities and very non-controversially so. In that case, they might get ETFs. And a Litecoin ETF could be the best thing ever to happen to Litecoin, because otherwise it's a relatively useless cryptocurrency. I know people like it. I know there's fans of those communities, but it's almost like a meme coin, right? Meme coin's got a blockchain, so to speak. Like seriously, How is Litecoin so dramatically different from like Dogecoin, which I know is merge mined with it on top of it and stuff like that, but where's the use case nowadays? What are people really using Litecoin for? If they couldn't use Dogecoin or stable coins on Solana or stable coins on Tron or stable coins on Base 4. Let's try to find a couple of questions here. Litecoin is still like, I don't know, a top 30 coin or something, man. It's pretty crazy. I think the problem with a lot of older chains and older projects is that they're at risk of becoming dinosaur ghost chains that don't eat their new potential this run. Yeah, look at Neo, right? No one cares about Neo anymore. Look at Icon. Anybody remember Icon? The Ethereum of South Korea, man, had a great run, and then nothing. Lost all that excitement. Litecoin is the most used payment coin. Plus, it has privacy now, so it's undervalued. Litecoin's more used for payments than Bitcoin. I would be surprised. Plus, it now has privacy, so it's undervalued. Maybe it's undervalued. Again, no hate, guys. If you're holding Litecoin, I hope you make truckloads of money. I'm just not excited about it. So, just because I'm not excited about something doesn't mean you can't be excited about something. I hope that you make a lot of money off of it. Okay, I really, really do. Benji, the good boy of base, big fan. Jody, yep, still bullish on DOT, still holding my DOT. DOT 2.0 hype. Come on, baby, let's go. I have bags of DOT and I have bags of Moonbeam, which is like doing like a rebrand to Moonrise. I hope that there's enough excitement and catalyst that builds behind Polkadot and the 2.0 and Jam and all that kind of stuff to see some nice price appreciation. I mean, Polkadot's still like what, top 20 coins, so it's, the market has not forgotten about it. Dog to the moon. Dog to the moon is an interesting one. Part of me really wants to just like, throw a Bitcoin or two in and see what happens. The other part of me, this is in case you don't know, Dog to the Moon is a meme coin on Bitcoin. It's the dog coin of Bitcoin. Okay. Currently worth $400 or $500 million, something like that. So I was thinking I could throw a Bitcoin or two in there, see what happens. Could be okay. I don't know. Part of me thinks though, like, yeah, dog on Bitcoin. I dig it. I like dogs. Obviously, cats are, of Satan. So we can't buy cat coins, but dog coins are great. We all love dog coins. But I just wonder if Bitcoin Runes is too arcane, not normie friendly enough, And I know Dog to the Moon's got listed on some exchanges, like BitGet has it and stuff like that. So maybe that's enough to bring liquidity and for it to pump and go crazy. I don't know. I hesitate. I hesitate for those reasons, but I have thought about buying some Dog to the Moon. Nem. Nem was the coin. That was my coin back in the day, man. Made some money on that. Not as much as I should have, because I should have taken better profits on it. But, hey, you can't win them all perfectly, right? So Litecoin is an enhanced version of Bitcoin, despite what people would like to believe. Faster block times, cheaper transaction fees. I know. It's just you have to look, where's the mind share gone? Is the mind share behind Bitcoin or is the mind share behind Litecoin? Look at the amount of engagement, the excitement that Bitcoin gets every single day from everybody. It's the coin, man. And then look at how, except for you guys asking me about Litecoin, I literally have not thought about Litecoin or heard almost anybody anywhere say anything about Litecoin for ages. And again, no hate. I hope that your Litecoin bags moon hard. It's not getting me excited. It's not getting me going from 6 o'clock to midnight, if you know what I mean. Okay. Hamster Combat. Those mini games on Telegram. Pay attention to that stuff, man. I think there's a very interesting opportunity there for earning free coins. Not coin Hamster Combat Pixelverse. Check that out. We're actually re-uploading that video in a few days, so in case you missed it the first time, keep an eye out for it when it comes back up. But those Telegram mini games, interesting stuff. Okay. We'll do one or two more here, guys, and we'll finish up for today. More bullish on DOT or AVAX. Ugh. I feel like AVAX, I feel like it's getting a lot more attention right now. People are more excited about it, a little more user-friendly, perhaps. But I hold bags of both, about equally sized bags of both. But yeah, I'd say a little more excited on AVAX. Definitely something I use more compared to Polkadot. Polkadot's mostly just staking Polkadot and staking Moonbeam. So not really doing much else over there these days. Not that I haven't done things over there before, just it's been a long time. Hush your cat hating mouth. You should see my my mother-in-law's cat. Man, that is a bad-tempered cat. I swear. Like we went there last year to see her. We put our little baby down, who was like 4 or 5 months old at the time. The cat just walks up, it's like right in my face. Like, cat, get away from my baby. What are you doing? It scratches even her. She's the owner. She's like, it's like this woman feeds you and you just scratch her anyway. Cats, can't trust them, man. Can't trust them. Not like dogs. Dogs are good. Anyway, thoughts on Coinbase stock. Very bullish on Coinbase stock. I have a gigantic bag of it. I think it's going to go up to $1,000. That's my personal opinion, not financial advice, obviously, but I think it'll go to $1,000. I will look forward to selling it at 1,000 or over. But I'm very excited about my gigantic bag of Coinbase stocks and think they'll do very well this cycle. Personal opinion. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.